And the Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Charles. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. On the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. They'll ride Davis here. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So the Army Black Knights offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. They're in makeable field goal range. They can tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On the option. There he goes. And he froze that defender. Going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they were able to make a quick stop.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw. Give somebody a chance in the end zone.
To the ground with the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on first down from the 43. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first down, running the read to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Coming out with it, it's Davis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And on second down for this offense. Off the bootleg and rolling out. It's complete on the right side. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be first and goal.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And it's in there for a touchdown.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man downfield. Bust through behind his pad. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got the tight end outside. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He leaves it with his back. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Big fullback's got it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Run it with the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He'll do it himself. And the ball is free on the pitch. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Davis. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Quarterback running on the draw. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in... That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
The Black Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of a...
And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. At the 35, he's open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads it left. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Goes to the option. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On fourth down, going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Listen. The aggressiveness of offenses, and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Gets away from one, finds room. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Motion from the wideout. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they... lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And now on second down for this offense. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting off the... They stripped it out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Get set, get set.
The give to the tailback. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Charles. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. He'll set up to throw. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Finding open areas. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a team from the American, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Temple's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Oh, they're after him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Owls want to move quickly.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Walters. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. Touchdown! Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some...
Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Temple lines up quickly. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Got it.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag. Touchdown, Temple. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Temple lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Turning on the Jets. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Walters. Unloads to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Savage. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To throw, it's Walters. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Temple lines up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
That's caught. It's Randall. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Oh, a lot of space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Charles. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Floyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got his man out of the backfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Walters. They'll run the screen. He's loose. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple. Just short.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And now this offense will take the field again. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Charles. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going 40 yards.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Walters. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Wilkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Owls will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Up cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets open down the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Floyd. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Creates a little room.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Temple lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And it's a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. First snap of this drive will come from the 46.
Let's go.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has... Absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible.